man asked me for coffee today after work, and I politely told him no, and then brought myself to McAllister's, where I got this croissant, this grilled chicken sandwich, and an entire bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a Dr. Pepper for under $25. Now, I'm not going to argue with you about how you like to date, just like I don't want you to argue with me about how I like to date. But coffee is never going to be an option for me. And just like I respect your choice to coffee, respect mine to not coffee.
This is why you should never accept a coffee date for a first date. Perhaps it sounds convenient to you because you don't need to spend the whole evening with a stranger you may not like. But a guy who just invites you for coffee shows such low effort, it almost shows as if he's not interested in getting to know you. As if he says, let that girl prove herself first before I'm willing to take her out for dinner. But let me tell you what this says about you. If you accept a coffee date, that actually shows that you accept the bare minimum, and that shows how you see yourself. Because if you don't see yourself as being worthy of something more than just a coffee, how can he be convinced? The purpose of dating is to meet new people and maybe to meet a potential boyfriend while having fun. But a coffee date doesn't sound like fun. It sounds more like a job. Okay, I'll go sit there for half an hour, see if he's worth it, see if I like him, and then we're talking. And then it's the coffee date that becomes a waste of time, because how much can you get to know somebody in half an hour to an hour? Let him take you out for dinner and enjoy it, and never forget you're a free woman. If you don't like the guy, kindly excuse yourself and leave.
This is my motion to make coffee dates acceptable as a first date. First thing, they're quick, they're easy. If the date goes left, 20 minutes, we can all go home. No time wasted, nobody feels no type of way. No one feels slated over an $8 coffee. Everybody can move on quickly. 2, as women, it's a lot safer option. Coffee dates are like during the day. They're like less intimate. So the expectations of like potentially getting sex later on or not getting it and the men being upset because they didn't get it, they're a lot lower when all they're doing is taking you out for coffee. They don't even get the opportunity to feel like you owe them something in return for $8 coffee. Think about it. 3, the whole purpose of a date is to get to know the other person. And I think that a coffee shop creates a great environment for conversation. You got kids? No, I ain't got no kids. You like dogs? I like dogs. You like Mike and Ike? I like Mike and Ike. Can I get your number? Think about it. Number 4, if the date goes good, y'all can stay there longer. Get a bite to eat at the coffee shop or get another coffee. But it's a low cost, chill environment to get the job done of what a date is supposed to do. I think that we should make first dates acceptable to be at a coffee shop. And then if it goes well, like it's like we plan a second date. But the men are killing us. They're murdering us because they feel like if they spent $200 on a ribeye, that we gotta pop that nanny. And when we don't pop that nanny, they're like, they pop the Glock. Ladies, consider it.
Put the coffee date debate to rest. Let it rest in peace. All you gotta do is not go. I don't know why y'all feel the need to keep broadcasting it to the internet and telling us that you too good for one. We don't care, and we don't believe you, right? We don't believe you that you're too good for a coffee date and an ice cream date. The only thing I hear is that you ain't used to nothing. Because I ain't never seen a woman that's used to nothing be so impressed by somebody taking them to a steakhouse for lobster and steak. I never seen it before. But y'all get on here and y'all act clueless as to why you don't know why these men are offering buffer dates. Y'all utilize social media and dating apps so much nowadays that it only makes sense for somebody to want to take some of y'all to ice cream and coffee to make sure you're going to show up with the same face and body that you got online. Because majority of the time you don't, right? And ain't nobody trying to take you to no expensive restaurant, valet a car, go sit at the table and watch for you to come in just to see a bunch of disappointment walking through the door. I'm so fair, I put myself in people's places. Like, I can only imagine being a man sitting at the table at the restaurant or the bar and then watching somebody walk in with a completely different face and body, knowing that this person is about to sit down and order food and drinks on my tab that I got to pay for and I don't even like what I see. yeah, I would want to take that person for ice cream and coffee too first. I'm going to hold y'all hand when I say this. Men pay attention to the type of woman that you are, right? They look at everything about you, your overall look, how you carry yourself, your lifestyle. And a lot of that tells them how they got to handle you, right? Like where you fall at. And I'm sorry to say it. Well put together women who are doing well for themselves, desirable women, they don't even get offered coffee and ice cream dates. You know why? Because when men look at them, they look at them and they be like, this woman would never accept that. This woman, I wouldn't even want to present that to her. I don't even see her as that type of woman. And the crazy thing about this is the ironic part. Listen up. Those be the main women who don't mind going to ice cream and coffee. The women who life is together, money right, looking good, they the main ones who don't care where you taking them like that. You know why? Because they're used to nice things. They used to men wanting to wine and dine them. They are used to the steakhouses. They used to the seafood restaurants. That's not impressive to them at this point. It's only impressive to somebody who's not used to nothing. Listen to that clear. It's only impressive to women who not used to nothing. I done ate at almost every steakhouse in my city. Whether it been me, my homegirls, men taking me there, I'm not impressed by it. If you offered it to me, I'ma probably pick somewhere else that got better food, right? But again, a lot of y'all really just don't get it. You be thinking that these men don't pay attention to the type of woman you are, the caliber of woman that you are. You don't realize that you say that it's a low effort date and they think of you as a low effort woman. And that's the reason why you keep getting presented it. And honestly, I would be embarrassed to keep getting online and exposing that I'm a low effort woman. And that when men look at me, that's the most that they see in me is coffee and ice cream. But keep doing your big one.
It doesn't make sense to me, because why do we expect men to go all out and spend all this money on us when you're just meeting? I feel like it doesn't make sense for you to go out, have a man go out of his way to plan this big extravagant date for somebody who he doesn't even know. You don't even know if you're going to like this person at the end of the day. We have this entitlement mindset where we feel like men are supposed to just worship the ground we walk on and go above and beyond to prove to us that they really want to get to know us and they like us. And we think that by him taking us to a nice restaurant or spending a lot of money on a date, that is what he's showing. Okay, ma'am, a pimp will spend money on you. Okay, like that's what we fail to realize. People, we try to put value on how much money a man spends on us by how much he likes us, and a pimp will spend money on you just to recruit you for his entourage. Like, I don't think a lot of women think about that. Okay, like it doesn't matter how much money he spends on you. If he is genuinely interested in you, why does it matter where he takes you? Why does it matter if he's wanting to spend time with you? I feel like when you're wanting to get to know somebody, a walk in the park, a coffee date, something really simple and easy is the best thing, because now you can actually show up as yourself. You don't have to put on this front. You could be yourself and be normal. Like, I feel like when you're having to go to a restaurant, you have to get all dressed up, and it's like you putting on a show, like you putting on this act to be something that you're not. And then that's where the representative gets brought into the conversation. That's where we're showing up as these different people, and then we wonder why. Well, you wasn't acting like that at first. You go back, he changed up. It's like, no, you kept putting yourself in these environments to where you have to put on a show. Like, you can't really show up as your organic, natural self. Okay, at some point, yes, once you've gotten to know somebody and y'all gotten to talk and have many different conversations and actually got to know each other, then you can go out on dates and eat and go to the movies, do stuff like that, where there may be a lot of distractions, because you really can't get to know somebody like that over dinner. I'm gonna just keep it all the way buck, because when I'm eating, I'm ready to eat. I'm not trying to talk. Like, I'm trying to eat. I'm not trying to talk. So, but that's just me though. But I feel like, we can't really chop it up like that, because we getting interrupted by the waiter, food coming out, you getting interrupted when the food come out. Like, it's a bunch of distractions. And then, I don't know. I just feel like we be trying to have all these high expectations, and then we don't even be worth 2 pennies rubbed together, But, we be having all these high expectations, and we don't even qualify if we were to set those same expectations on ourselves. And so, y'all, my bad. It's hot. I'm sweating a little bit, but, yeah, I don't know. I want to talk about that because I just keep seeing so many women, oh, I don't do coffee dates. I don't do coffee. I'm like,